What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. Guys, just wanted to bring you a recap here. Practice Monday, start of the work week, and the Indianapolis Colts had another one today. First off, a bunch of people missing today, both offensively and defensively. Of course, people are starting to, get injured, but people are starting to, we're starting to get some of the reports on some of them, and it sounds like it's not as bad as what we originally thought, which is good that we're in that moment. I'll tell you what, before we even start this, I kind of want to just talk about it for a second, that social media has, from a standpoint of X, because I know that's where the majority of media reporters post their quick initial thoughts on social media is X. And it's amazing how people are thinking that there is a huge difference between how these guys feel about these quarterbacks by the way they're reporting it. I'll say this. I think that each and every single one of these guys has their own differing opinion on who the quarterback should be, how they view these quarterbacks, all these different things. They don't have to like them a certain way, cover them a certain way. Their job is just to cover what they're seeing. But it is crazy just seeing the Colts fandom kind of go this back and forth of, oh, I that's not what I heard on who actually had a bad practice. No, Daniel Jones only had one drop pass. Anthony Richardson only had the one interception. Otherwise, nothing bad happened. It's guys, I'm watching. I'm not at every practice, but I have people who are there, and I see their stuff all the time. I can base it on who did good and who did bad. I can do that because I'm objectively fine with either of these quarterbacks. I obviously want Anthony Richardson to do better, but that does not mean that I am looking negatively on Daniel Jones in the sense that I'm going to construe his stats in a different light versus Anthony Richardson. Again, just going back to the people, it's crazy just how different people are viewing this stuff based on who they actually want as the quarterback. It's crazy. I'm losing my mind dealing with it, but we're going to move on. We're going to actually talk about what actually happened at practice. So again, going to Noah Compton's thing here. First team period on the day, 11-on-11 session. Daniel Jones with the starters. Bynum with a pass block on a A.D. Mitchell hitch. 2 slants to MPJ and Downs. Quick would-be sack from the trio of Latu, Buckner, and Ebukam. Dump off in the flats to JT, Buckner pressure. Come back to AD for 15-ish. Anthony Richardson's first 11-on-11 session featured 2 huge connections to tight end Will Mallory. An impressive throw on the run, stepped up in the pocket, rolled right, and a 50-50 ball that Mallory mossed the defender for. He says, yes, he had a couple slight misses to Ashton Doolin, behind on the slant, but could have been DPI, plus overthrow on easy shot. Also hit a check down to JT to kick off the session. So, I mean, kudos to freaking Will Mallory, man. That dude's been out there balling. And, I mean, he's making a case for why he should be tight end 3 or 4. I mean, to be completely honest with you, he's out there balling right now. So, Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson both with some solid plays to start. Potential massive play / touchdown from Daniel Jones to A.D. Mitchell. It said Jones let her rip, but Mitchell had beaten Charvarius Ward so badly, and Jones's throw was so underthrown that he came back to the ball for the adjustment. The ref called it complete, but some are arguing otherwise. Jones to Mitchell again to end the period, 15-ish yard in breaker. Again, Adonai Mitchell just continuing to absolutely destroy everyone that's in front of him. And the only thing that sucks is, again, we have seen this so many times that Daniel Jones has been leaving some of these deep balls way behind. He's got to fix that. I'm glad he can hit everything 15 in for the most part. He's hitting a lot of the check down stuff. But man, if you can't throw the football down the field in any kind of consistent light, I mean, we got to get better at that. Anyways, Anthony Richardson's next team period with the backups, quick and efficient. Through the air, he found Ashton Doolin on a hitch, then a wide open corner route in stride. Also found Mallory on a quick hitch, and he and JT had option rushes as well. Said Ulysses Bentley, the fourth, also just broke off a massive run with against the reserves. So good to see Ulysses doing some great work there. First play of the next 11-on-11 session featured Jonathan Taylor's biggest run of training camp, a legitimate 80-yard touchdown run. Said a beautiful jump cut, broke him free, had Hunter Waller to beat, ran the length of the field. Big Q ran the whole distance to be the first to give props. So gotta love that when you're Quentin Nelson. Noah saying rough moment from Anthony Richardson with against the starters. Anarumo was showing a wild, exotic pressure pre-snap. Looked like 8 were coming, but Bynum and Zaire backed off post-snap. Charvarius Ward baited him into the throw to MPJ and made him pay with the easy interception. Now, I will just say this, which I'm going to talk about next. Richardson did respond well to this. I think it says more about good work that Lou Anarumo is putting with these guys. And these guys are, have these great exotic packages that are confusing these quarterbacks, which I think is a good thing because that's a great way to learn. And it shows that defense can make turnovers when they have these exotic packages that they're running on this defense. So all in all, good thing by the defense. Obviously, you don't like to see that, but still going forward with the remainder of the period, Richardson hit Tyler Warren on a tight end screen for a solid chunk on the next play, was then sacked by DeForest Buckner the play after. He had a screen to Warren, an off-target deep shot to JD, and a nice out to AD to finish. So, again, was frustrated with himself, but the defense came through in that. Daniel Jones doing what he does best, and in his next two 11-11 sessions with the second unit, pretty much hit on all quick hitters outside of a Jelani Woods drop. Excelled in short play action concepts. Goodson scored on a nice rush. So there's that. Richardson with the starters for the next 11-on-11. AR's first attempt was a great connection on an intermediate out to MPJ. Then found MPJ again on an RPO slant. Jump pass to Giddens for decent chunk. Solid 50-50 ball to Warren, broken up by Waller. So it was good to see that going back and forth with them. Jones not as comfortable in the underneath game this time around, but did find Anthony Gould 3 to 4 times, once being an impressively layered throw up to the left hash. QB rush for minimal, slight off target, but complete to Gould, fell short of score. Anthony Richardson kicked off the potential last 11-on-11 session of the day with a beautiful find to Tyler Warren up the right sideline. Hit MPJ on a quick slant before connecting with Warren once again for a touchdown. A nice find in the soft spot of the zone. Then AR ran one in. Capped off the session with a 2-point conversion to Josh Downs in the left corner of the end zone. Arguably one of AR's best 11-on-11 sessions so far in the camp. So it was good to hear that Anthony Richardson, who, the 2 practices prior to that had some struggles after, obviously the scrimmage on Thursday and the hand injury. So it's good to hear that But despite the one interception and maybe one or two bad throws, otherwise, it sounded like he was getting much more in rhythm, which is fantastic to hear. Daniel Jones, once again, being efficient in a way when it comes to being able to find the underneath stuff. That's what he does. Still shaky on that, on that deep ball. He's got to work on that. But otherwise, again, both these quarterbacks displaying some good things right now. Not a whole lot more to it than that one, guys. There definitely isn't a whole lot more that I can speak on right now. I will continue to keep you guys updated as things go along. And of course, we'll have to check to see going forward what's going to happen on Saturday. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much. And as always, Colts.